Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. Finally broke out of my hunter rut. Made it up to 6 wins. In a good mood. Let's wrap up this run and start the next one, shall we? Oh yes, I think we shall. So I just got back from the computer store. I had a broken or wobbly fan bearing or something, so my computer made this awful grinding noise. But they got it fixed up, so I took it home, and what's really cool is they let me keep the fan bearing, like the old one. So I got this like fan on my desk now that used to be inside of my computer and now is outside of it because it was replaced by a better one. So I come into the bedroom and I'm telling my girlfriend like, hey, I get to keep this fan, and she's like, why? Can you explain? And anyway, she's like, you should tell your viewers about how you're keeping trash on your desk now. And I thought I would tell you that because that's a cool piece of news. I'm probably gonna throw it away after a while because it is just a piece of trash sitting on my desk, but on the other hand, you know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a memento of, like when you have appendicitis or something and you come home from the hospital and they let you keep your appendix. I don't think that actually happens, though, does it? They probably throw that away. But if they did, like, take out your appendix or something, then it'd be kind of cool to just keep that sitting on your desk for a little while before throwing it away. Alright, so here we have a Mana Worm opening, which is annoying. I am going to play Freezing Trap to slow down this worm, because, as I said before, in this deck, I think I've just got to pull out all the stops to get board control. And going down a card just to stop the Mana Worm from getting too big seems a bit crappy, but it's what I'm going to have to do. Let's see if she has anything to play, or just pings my face. Oh, it sucks. She has something to play. She has a sheep. Ah, okay. Well, that could actually be worse. Here we're going to play the Cobra. Not the Cobra, the Golem. I was thinking Cobra because Cobra shot, but no. So the sheep runs into the Golem, blows up, finishes it off. And then she can ping off the damaged Golem, but then that's, you know, stopping her from doing anything else. Maybe she'll be tempted to play that Mana Worm here, which costs 3 mana, or just a real 3-drop. Looks like she's going to go for a 4-drop, actually. Okay. And it's a Piloted Treader, which is honestly pretty good 4-drop as far as 4-drops go. Ouch. Alright, so do I play the Ghoul just to have it die? I mean, what does Snipe really do? Alright, we're going to go for the Snipe. I don't know if this is the right move, but it's the move I'm going to make. Definitely a second Freezing Trap would have been better than Snipe here. This Snipe could just go all the way wrong. But, I mean, I could maybe shoot down the Storm Suck Commando. Alright, so she's going to attack. She now knows it's not Freezing Misdirection or Explosive Trap. And that's actually going to do it. I see. So we're going to go ahead and drop Mr. Tron. And yeah, let's go for a Flesh-Eating Ghoul here instead of a Steady Shot. Tron's nice. Prevents the Ghoul from just insta-dying to the Shredder. She still has that Mana Worm for 3 mana. Although it will die to Snipe now. That means I will have spent 2 traps killing a Mana Worm, which is a bit embarrassing. She has a Spectral Knight, which is pretty good, because it survives the Snipe, obviously. But Stormpike Commando is helpful here, because it'll shoot this guy to death. Now I could also, if I wanted to, shoot this guy to death. I guess they're both 4/2s. This one responds, this one doesn't. We'll go ahead and shoot down that guy, and let's think. I'm going to hit her in the face. I think I've got to start putting some damage on, because that's the only way I'm going to win this game. She's got, what is this, 8 cards to my 6? Yeah, and now it's going to be 8 cards to 5. The only way I'm going to win this is if I sneak enough damage through. So it's going to require her not to have very much removal, but I've definitely pulled off crazier things. Okay, so she plays another Shredder. That means I get to attack her for 8, which is kind of a big deal. Let's take a look at my new card before making any further judgments. Arcane Shot. So I could Cobra Shot that, and then I could Arcane Shot that, and I could throw this at one of the 2 drops. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures dying. So it'd hit her for 8 damage. Plus the 3 from this is 11. Then I don't get to Steady Shot, unfortunately, which is the problem. Alright, well, let's do the first one. Let's see what this does. It might be something really crazy. No, so we got this thing which is going to kill my Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Alright, let's trade these in. See what that comes out. Aha, Lightwell. Oh, Lightwell, that's annoying. Oh, that's really annoying because it's going to start healing her. Shoot. Well, do I let this heal her or do I kill it? I think I have to kill this thing. I mean, I can deal basically a net of 5 damage to her. And then this would give me an extra dog at some point. God, that's a tough call. Do you kill the Lightwell or do you hit her face? I'm gonna hit her in the face. I mean, I'm glad that she didn't get something that'll kill this ghoul, but the healing, you know, definitely makes it tricky. She's got 7 cards. She just has to kill a 3 toughness minion, so Frostbolt, Flamethrower, Argent Commander, pretty much anything would do it. She comes up with that guy, which will also do it, which is fine. So I really need an... Oh, God, if only I could kill this somehow, anyhow. Hunter's Mark, I don't care. Any way of killing this would just be so huge. Doesn't happen. Because then, if I could have killed this and hit her for 8, that would have been really good. But it didn't happen. So the dogs don't kill that, unfortunately. Yeah, this sucks. So we're just going to have to run in. Let that pop. Hit. And play that. And hope the Lightwell heals itself. It heals her. Okay, that's unfortunate. So we got 6, 8 damage here. Maybe 9. Well, at least 9. Maybe 10, maybe 11. Depending on how many minions she plays here. And whether or not this stuff actually lives. Okay, that's good. It's very aggressive, but she needs defense, not offense. Does she really not have any removal for this stuff? She has a secret. Okay, that could be ice armor, which would be a problem. But it's not likely, I would say. Sniper, huh? Doesn't really help me too much. Let's check for the ice armor. It's not that. Let's actually do some calculating now. So if I attack with this, it's down to, what is this? 4, 7, 11, 7 is 4, 7, 5, 3. Don't quite get to kill her, unfortunately. Do I kill this Lightwell off? I do a net of 1 damage by hitting her in the face, unless the Lightwell heals itself. Then I do a net of 4 damage, which is kind of a big deal. This Yeti's about to die to the tiger. Alright, I think I have to take risks here. I'm just going to have to hope that the Lightwell heals itself this time. So I lost the coin flip last time. Hopefully I don't lose it this time. It is a mirror entity, which means I could actually do the dogs and deal 3 damage. Oh man, I got to do this. I think I got to do this. Because I might lose my window for the dogs. Yeah, I got to do this right now. Okay, so if the Lightwell heals itself, I could steady shot her to death next turn. Ah, it heals her again. Well, I'm still threatening lethal. The problem is a Flame Strike clears this board. Then she's got this Lightwell, and I cannot steady shot her to death. So, Flame Strike and I lose. Oh my god, if she actually pings that, that means there's no Flame Strike. Yep, no Flame Strike, okay. So I've got all these dogs that she has to deal with. The wolf doesn't really help. It lets her kill that guy, of course, but the dogs are the real problem, because these 3 dogs plus steady shot kills her, so she needs removal for the dogs or taunt. Scary situation with 5 cards. Healing, taunt, or removal would all work. I don't know why she didn't put the wolf next to Lightwell. I mean, that would have let her kill a dog, which would have actually given her, like, an extra turn to live, which is sort of a big deal. I guess the Lightwell, she wanted to put the wolf next to this so that it could kill off that 2-3 that I had. Okay, that makes sense, that makes sense. That was not a mistake. It's just unfortunate for her that the Lightwell was placed where it was. She didn't get to choose where it was placed. Remember, that came out of a piloted shredder. We actually win! Holy balls. We win with no cards versus like 8 cards that she had there. Got her rushed down just enough. And the dogs just sat on the board and did the job. Alright, definitely a close game. I mean, if she had just had a Flame Striker or something, I could have easily lost. Flesh-Eating Ghoul hit her pretty hard once. That was actually really important as well. Normally, I don't like Flesh-Eating Ghoul much nowadays because there's just too many good 3-drops that will kill it and too many removal spells that will kill it. It just doesn't seem to get going very often, but it certainly helped there. Alright, we're up against Locke. God, I feel like I've played this person before because obviously this is the famous philosopher, John Locke. And I feel like I have deja vu talking about some druid named Locke or somebody else named Locke. Alright, do you keep the Sen'jin here? It's such a great drop. But no, I think it's a mistake. So we're going to mulligan it, try to get a 1 or 2 drop. I maybe should have mulliganed one of these guys away as well. But I like having the choice of which one to play depending on the circumstances, because sometimes the extra power matters, sometimes you want the extra durability. Okay, this is troubling. Alright, we got a freezing trap. So as always, gotta drop these freezing traps early to keep the board advantage as much as I can. bad as it feels to do so. It's what has to be done. So that thing is going to be a 3-mana 2/3 at some point, which will trouble me, I'm sure. And I'm already down a card. He has a 3-drop, which is unsettling. And it's a Goblin Sapper. Okay, so this is interesting. It doesn't kill the Spider Tank, but it doesn't die to the Spider Tank either. I can try to flip a pig. I could also, so if Pig would trade with it, the Bear might kill it, and the Leok would just be a 2/4. I think that the Animal Companion's actually the wrong call here. Let's play the Spider Tank. The Spider Tank holds up against this. And then it makes the Animal Companion a bit of a better play next turn, because the Bear still kills this, the Leok would let the Spider Tank kill it, and the Pig could trade, so it's a little bit better, I feel. Okay, so does this change what I want to do? Voodoo Doctor? I could run in. No, that's dumb. Golem, does that make any sense? No, let's go for the Pig, or the Animal Companion. We get the Pig. So the Pig, I think, oh man, dies to this Scarlet Crusader. Do I just trade it in or just go for his face? Well, if I go for his face, the Crusader can kill that, which isn't that great. So let's actually just trade 3-drop for 3-drop. I could pop the shield and heal. And I think I'm going to do that, actually. I think that's my best move. So on turn 4 now, I'm trying to goad him into shapeshifting this 2/1. And he could also swipe, I guess, to clear my board, which would suck. Then I'd have to play this to trade against the Scarlet Crusader. Alright, Piloted Treader number 3 comes down the pike. So I could actually Cobra Shot this thing and just take my chances, hope that the Voodoo Doctor can kill whatever spawns out. I could play this guy and shoot it along with Voodoo Doctor. I don't like that play as much, though. I could just hit him in the face, ignore this, and play the Golem, which doesn't seem good. Alright, let's try the Cobra Shot, see what comes out. He gets that guy. Alright, that's amusing. Well, I haven't really dealt much damage to him. He's ahead of me on the board. I think I'm in a lot of trouble here. He's got the Tiger. That Tiger is way better for him than it was for the Mage. Because unlike him, the Mage had taken a lot of damage and needed defense rather than offense. Alright. I could play my own guy and shoot this thing, and then just have it die to the Tiger. Or I could play this. So let's see if he has a better thing to do than run his Tiger into it, because the Tiger runs in and then everything dies. If he kills this, it'll at least kill the Sniper away as well. Then of course the Tiger's at 3 health, so my Sniper can't quite shoot it down. Yeah, I'm just in a lot of trouble. I don't see I'm going to catch back up. And as always, I'm just getting none of my 6-drops. Despite having like 5 billion of them in the deck, they just aren't here. So because this was not an Azure Drake, which I could have taken in its place, I lost a game. It's possible that this will now win me a game, because the Azure Drake would have been not that great. I mean, he could have killed it with this Tiger, and then that's it. I don't get to shapeshift that down. Of course, I could then have played my Sniper and shot the Tiger down, but... And I would have had an extra card from the Drake, so, you know, it would have been very different. But this way, it's threatening to kill off all of his stuff. And of course, running this guy into it doesn't really make much sense either. He's going to go for it. Okay, so I do get to kill off both of his creatures, it seems. And now he has all of his... Nope, nope, he changed his mind. Okay. I don't know why I took that. Oh, because now he can kill this with Shapeshift and the Sniper, but then the Cleric also dies. I see. That means he does get to attack with the Tiger at least. Did he get that command in time? Oh, fuck, he did. Alright, well, that's too bad. So, I think Gnomish Inventor? Yeah, seems fine. Get a card. Glyvazuka doesn't really do me any good. Let's just play the damaged Golem and pass the turn. Obviously, if this were at 2 health, I would have just shot it to death, but it seems pointless to do that here. That is very difficult to deal with. Like, really difficult. I have to play this, shoot it, and throw both minions away at it. And also, I'm just down to 15 health with this Tiger continually bashing me. I need like a multi-shot here. Ah, hi main. Too little, too late. Can I afford to play this on this turn? Or do I have to play this? I have to play this. It sucks, but I have to do it. I have to kill this thing. I could play the Jaime and then use the Glaivezooka, but the problem is, even if with the Glaivezooka's buff, these things only deal 5 damage, not 6. God. Do I just let him hit me for 9 damage? Down to 6 health? Down to 5 health? That seems unacceptable. Alright. Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. So we'll throw everything away. Play this, and hit him in the face, because I'm not going to ever hit any more minions with that. Swipe clears my board, but I can't do anything. I mean, this fucking tiger just has hit me 3 times, so nothing I can do, really. He made the right call throwing away that Shattered Sun Cleric so this tiger could keep on attacking, because this tiger's single-handedly winning him the game. Well, good thing I attacked his face with the Glaivezooka, because now I lost my weapon. He's going to shapeshift to kill that off. And he has something else to play, of course. Oh, Grizzly to stop me from killing off this tiger. I need hounds pretty desperately here. Not gonna happen. Hunter's Mark doesn't do me any good, so this sucks because we can do all this stuff and whatnot, but he hits me for 8, down to 7, down to 6. I could just die this turn. He's got 5 cards. And even if not, he can kill this and one of the hyenas with what he has and play whatever he wants. He's got 5 cards to 1, and one of my cards is Hunter's Mark. I cannot burn him down at all. I'm in a lot of trouble. Looks like I'm dead. Yeah, definitely dead. And that's that. So that was a pretty dumb game. I don't think I could have done anything different. Either drafting or playing to win that one. Just sucked. So he caught me off at 7, which means I will get to make back my money. Maybe a little bit extra if I'm a little bit lucky. Can I please stop getting, like, old commons? Ah, hey, that's a good prize. 185. Thank you, Hearthstone, for delivering unto me a good prize. It's a tidy 35 gold profit there. Let's see what the reward is in the pack. The real reward here, of course, is the moral victory of finally getting to 7 wins with Hunter. Nothing good. Alright, let's take a look at our next class. It's gonna be Paladin, Shaman, or Druid. Well, Paladin and Shaman are both on my shit list, so Druid, here we are. Start off with a nice rare, 6-drop. Savage Roar, I mean, that card can definitely win games, but I think it's so mediocre as a removal card and so situational as a finishing card, you just can't pass up one of the best 5-drops in the game for it. Definitely taking Wrath here over that Cub. Moonfire! Alright, well... do I take... No, Moonfire. I mean, Moonfire is Moonfire. This guy, I just like him less and less the more I play. The younger Panda's better because it's cheaper, so it lets you do more combos. And a 5-4 is just not very good most of the time, now that there are good 3-drops that deal 4 damage. I'm going to take Moonfire. I don't want a generic 3-2. We'll take Moonfire. It's removal. It can sometimes kill the opponent. Wow, only one playable card there, so let's just take it and never look back. This thing has been wrecking me lately, but I still don't think it's a good card overall. This obviously sucks, so we'll take the Elemental. I think that's fine. It cost me a game recently. Don't like Soul of the Forest. Don't like Raging Organ. We'll take the Wolf there. Sen'jin, of course, is a great pickup. That's nice. Dark Iron Dwarf is a great pickup, so that's good. Savagery. Matter Bomber's trash. We'll take the Bearcat. Alright, Swipe. Always good to see a Swipe. Scarlet Crusader, I think I need to fill my curve more than I need more taunt, especially with Sen'jin, Druid, and Direwolf. I'm feeling pretty good. You know, these are really mediocre. I'll take a Naturalize. I'm happy playing 1 in a draft. Don't like Mark of the Wild, so we'll take the Silverhand Knight here as a nice 5-drop. These are all okay. Spiteful Smith's like a bad Druid of the Claw. I've already got 5s and 6s, and we're halfway through. Let's take a Stealth card, because this card's good late in the game as well as early. Claw is great, of course. Okay. Corehound it is, but wow, that was sad. Alright, this guy is great. Wild Growth, is that something worth taking over Gnomish Inventor to help get into my expensive stuff? Let's try it. I could definitely regret it, though. Another Wrath seems great. Gadgets and Auctioneer. You know what? We got Moonfire, we got Claw, we got Naturalize. Jeeves is just, I mean, especially with this curve, not likely to trigger, so we're taking the Auctioneer. I passed on him a lot, so I guess it's only fair I should take him. Cobra's decent, but I'm going to grab Recycle because it's the Druid's only kill anything card. This sucks. I don't want to take him because he's expensive and bad, so we'll take Leper Gnome. I don't think Soul of the Forest is very good. Ah, interesting. So I think I have enough expensive stuff here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the Recycle, plus 2 pretty big 5-drops. So we'll take this guy for some late game removal, or late game finish and early game plays. Huh, another Infiltrator? I'm tempted to have all these 1-drops, it's nice, but this thing's good late in the game as well. How likely am I to have a ton of minions on the table? I guess not that likely to have a ton of minions. I don't have any tokens or anything like that. We'll take another Infiltrator, but I could see some people will think that was a mistake. Okay, only 1 good card there, so we'll take that. Wow. I don't like flesh-eating ghouls. The Ogre Brutes, though, have started to earn my grudging respect. I'm going to take it, because I've got enough 1s. I don't need more, so we'll take it. It's a 4-4 for 3. Moonfire number 2. Well, it's good synergy with Gadget and Auctioneer. I don't necessarily need another 1-drop. I've already got 3, which is like a lot. Let's take 2 Moonfires, baby. Here we go. That's what this is all about, right? That's what this is all about. All right, we got a 5-drop mandatory. These all have their merits. Let's check first how many beasts I have. That's a mech, not a beast. 1 beast, 2 beasts. This, I think, is a beast. 3 beasts. That's a mech. So I have, oh, I don't forget Corhan. I'm not going to count Corhan. So we have 3 beasts. This is a 4-4 for 5 most of the time. Not worth it. This is huge, but this is removal. You know, we're good on huge, I think. Yeah, we're good on huge. I'm going to take the removal / burn potential there. Alright, raid leader or the knight. Let's take the knight for some more burn potential. And here we won't make the same mistake twice. Let's grab Azure Drake. Alright, so I think this is a good deck. My last 2 times up with Druid, I got to 7 wins. I think I have a pretty good shot of doing that again 3 times in a row. Decent chance. I mean, we got Swipe, we got Wrath, we got Claw. I got Endgame, I got Early Game. My one regret here, I think, is taking Wild Growth over Gnomish Inventor. I never did pick up much more expensive stuff, so that Wild Growth could very well be wasted, and I might find myself not being happy to be missing out on that Engineer. On the other hand, Wild Growth can have some insane late-game synergy, of course, with Gadget and Auctioneer. On turn 10... no. On turn 10, if you play Wild Growth with a Gadget and Auctioneer out, you get 3 cards. Alright, that Crazy Mulligan helps. We get to play the Infiltrator on turn 1, and unlike a bunch of other classes, when the Paladin makes a Recruit, I'm not going to have to lose my Infiltrator to the Recruit. I can just shapeshift it away. He only mulliganed this left card, so he seems pretty happy with his hand. We might see a turn 1 play here. Yep. Whoop. Got a decent curve here, even though it doesn't look like it. Because I have turn 1, I can shapeshift on turn 2, and then I can coin this engine on turn 3, or Wrath if I need to. So it's okay. It's a good curve. Pretty happy with it. Alright, he's got nothing. Maybe, you know, the reason he just didn't mulligan is because he had like a good 2-drop and then a 3-drop. We got our Moonfire. I was hoping to get some spell damage, but I was not offered any Dalaran Mages or Kobold Geomancers or even Ogre Magi. So normally I'd say you want to shapeshift here, but I actually wouldn't mind getting another card, especially because I have a second Wrath. So I will use the Wrath option here to get another card. Maybe I'll get something I can play later on. I'm not going to coin that Leper Gnome out, because yeah, then next turn I have nothing to do. So we'll leave the Leper Gnome in my hand. But I think it was worth it having 2 Wraths to do a little bit of fishing. So we got Moonfire here. This card only really has synergy with Gadgets and Auctioneer. Or like Wrath Moonfire for, you know, 2 damage in a card or something. Ah, he's got the Zombie Chow. Alright, here I'm going to take a little risk. I'm going to play Sen'jin, and I'm not going to kill that Recruit. So this could go bad, of course. You could put Blessing of Kings on this Chow or on this Recruit. The Blessing of Kings on the Recruit would be really bad. He could kill this and then kill my Worgen Infiltrator. That would suck a load of dongs, is what it would do. Dark Iron Dwarf would be annoying as well. Okay, so now he gets to kill this engine with this recruit that I didn't kill, and because of that he gets to also kill off my zombie chow. Or my infiltrator with his zombie chow. Otherwise we would have to throw zombie chow away, but then again this organ would have already been dead, so yeah, I think it's fine. Alright, so here I could use the Silverhand, or the Stormwind Knight to kill this off. The problem with that is, then it dies to the True Silver Champion. So what I'm going to do instead is actually play the Stormwind Knight and Moonfire that zombie chow so that the Stormwind Knight actually can live. Alright, he's got 6 cards and a weapon. I have only 5 cards. No weapon, obviously, and I can play Druid of the Claw next turn. That's my ace in the hole, but if he plays anything good here, that could get rid of Druid of the Claw. Alright, he's going to drop some stuff. Okay. So 3 plus 4 is 7 damage. You can use those to kill my Druid. Still worth it, I think. So we'll do this. I will pop that shield. So 3 plus 4 is 7. 1 plus 4 is maddeningly 5, but if you can put a buff on this, then you can use the Noyatron. This is annoying. So he can use the weapon to kill this, the Farseer to kill that, and he still has 2 mana left over to at least make a recruit, and he has an Noyatron in the way of me killing stuff. He actually has that thing, which is really obnoxious. Oh god, now he's got a huge board against my stuff, and I just have nothing. Oh god. Recycle is terrible here, it doesn't do me any good at all. Alright, well, let's kill what we can. Christ, this is bad. I have a 3/3, which does, I guess, technically trade against both of those, but, I mean, then he still has 4 cards to my 3, one of which is naturalized, which isn't good. I gotta get, what is up with me and having tons of endgame and drawing no endgame? I don't know what it is, but that's what happened in the last run, which ended up being okay, but it's happening again here, which is currently in this game not as okay. He had True Silver Champion and Consecration, so I feel like it's only fair I should get a swipe. In my hand here? Nope, not a chance. Alrighty, so let's think. Clearly we're playing this. What do we freeze? I guess we'll freeze this. Then I'll kill that. And we'll kill that. Nothing is worth naturalizing here. So we got a 5/5, which is pretty big. It's a big dog on the stage. But Mr. Bitey gets to kill the bear. And then this thing will have to kill off the 2/4, or perhaps whatever he... Okay, this thing will have to kill off the Infiltrator. Or not the Infiltrator. This is the Raging Organ, not the Infiltrating Organ. Gotta keep those organs straight. Still nothing worth recycling or naturalizing. Claw. Okay, so what we can do here is Claw and Shapeshift to kill off the Worgen. And I guess I'm going to kill off this Wind Fury thing, because it's a little bit more dangerous if he has a buff. This thing can live against this stuff, but I've really got to get Swipe at some point or I'm going to be in trouble. Got a Secret, which I don't really care about. It's got a Blessing of Kings, which I do care about. So now he gets to kill off that guy. And we're left with a 2/4 and a 1/1, which is a bit tricky for me to deal with. Oh, he goes for the face. That's a mistake. Well, let's recycle this thing. Hup. We'll then Shapeshift to check for Revenge / Noble Sacrifice. Noble Sacrifice. Okay, so he's basically letting me catch up a little bit here by not killing this creature, which was a big blunder. I will not make the same blunder. I will kill that thing off. So now we're actually doing okay. He's got a 1/1 and a couple of cards. I got a couple of cards. I can kill anything. Granted, that'll give him a couple of cards. But I will get 1 card off of my Auctioneer when I naturalize. So it's still falling behind, but it's not as bad. He plays Murloc Raider, which is giving me a huge opportunity because I can Shapeshift to kill this off. That's huge. So we'll kill this guy. We'll see, is it worth it to kill off a recruit? I don't think it's really worth it to kill the recruit, so because the other one will kill me anyway. So we'll play this off and that. This right now is just a 4/4 for 6, which is very, very, very bad. And he could easily kill it, and I will get no cards off of it. But I had to play because I need the body on the table. I couldn't afford to just hold on to it. So he gave me a chance to get back in this game. Now it's still dicey because he could play 2 big cards here. Panda is not a big card. It doesn't do anything. It dies to my Worgen. Makes a recruit, which I don't care about. I can just Shapeshift that. And this seems to be something you can't use. There's Corehound, MVP, right? Can I kill him? 4, 6, 7? No, I can't kill him, so we do this, we do this. I think I made the right call taking Corehound. Remember, it was Corehound, Grimscale, Oracle, or Wisp. So I think I made the right call, because even though this is expensive, at least it does something. Whereas the Wisp and the Oracle do nothing. The Wisp and the Oracle is just like not having a card. He plays another Panda. He ran out of steam. He just had removal, had some good minions, but then he just didn't play anything for several turns except for cheap junk. And he also missed a chance to kill my Frost Elemental. Had he killed that Frost Elemental, I don't know if he would have won, but he would have been it much more than he was. Because then I would have had no target for that recycle. And he would have been able to get a bunch of recruits out. I would have had a bit of a tough time handling those recruits. My only mass removal is that single swipe that I have. So, wow. I think that game was really good, both because I won it and because it shows that proper and improper play makes a big difference. It's not just what deck you draft, but also how you play it. I'm going to take this piece of trash on my desk, namely the broken fan that used to be in my computer. It's fun. You can spin it. It's, you know, it's trash with a purpose. How many pieces of trash can you just spin around with your finger? Spin, spin, spin. Another Paladin. Schroeder the Paladin. Not to be confused with Schrodinger, the famous physicist. Do you keep the... You know what? I'm going to just friggin' keep the swipe. It's such an important card. Very rarely you're going to be like, oh, well, sucks I've got this swipe in my hand. Wish that didn't show up. I'm just going to keep it. Make sure I have it. Maybe against other classes I wouldn't have kept it, but against a Paladin, where there's going to be those recruits on the table, it's just so likely to be handy that I think it's worth playing. Please don't coin anything out. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that because I've got nothing better to do than to shapeshift anyway. So that's fine. And here I will shapeshift rather than Wrath because, as you saw in the last game, there was a moment where I was just like, shit, I gotta kill that 3/3, and I used Wrath, and I killed the 3/3 with it. And I think that was really important. So you want to save it. The only reason I used a Wrath last time is because I had 2 of them in my hand. So I needed to get some playable cards, so that's why I used it for card draw. But here I want to save it. I think that some players just treat this like a shiv that can only target minions, because that's what shiv is. It's deal 1 damage, draw a card. So that's a rogue spell. The shiv can of course hit the opponent in the face. Wrath can't. So Wrath is just a terrible card if you treat it like a shiv. I think a big part of this card is that sometimes you will want to deal the full 3 damage with it, and you don't want to dismiss that. Alright, this is a really good card for him. I could have shapeshifted and only killed off the first iteration, so we're going to hit him in the face, let him get the kill, and then see what happens. I might be in okay shape. I mean, I've got this guy who will finish off the first iteration of the Golem, and then the Ogre Brute, you know, barring coin flips, could kill whatever he plays. That could at least give him pause before playing some stuff. Decides to peacekeep my Ogre, which is annoying. To be sure, because now, you know, it could finish off the Golem, or it could just be totally worthless. Alright, so I could Wrath for 3 damage to kill this off. Is that the best move I've got? Let's see, I could play this to kill that, this to maybe kill that. Yeah, let's just kill this thing off. I think that's worth it. Get rid of it. And then I can have a 50-50 chance of being able to clear this Golem off. Ah, doesn't happen. So this is where the Ogre is definitely not at his finest, is when he's hitting the opponent in the face for 1 damage. Didn't get any silences. I was not offered any owls. I was not offered any spellbreakers, and I was not offered any keepers of the grove. So that's a bit unfortunate. The good news is this thing will die to swipe if I should get an opportunity to play it. And on turn 8, I can play this and that for a card, or 2 cards, depending, which is turn 8. I guess it's not the greatest combo in the world. Micro Machine, that'll die to swipe. Recruit, that'll die to swipe, okay. Although, is it really even that urgent of a situation? I don't think it is, honestly. Let's just play this guy. I get to kill the Micro Machine. And I get to kill off that Golem. Ah! Please at least hit the Recruit. Nope. So 50-50 chance it misses, 50-50 chance it doesn't hit the Recruit. So that was a 25% chance. So the odds of it hitting him in the face last time and this time are actually 1 in 8. So I beat 1 in 8 odds to hit him in the face twice instead of killing off his board, which is kind of frustrating. Okay, it's got the Hammer of Wrath to get him up a card, but the good news is, you know, that's his whole turn, or it should be. Will this Ogre finally kill off this goddamn Golem? Maybe? Please? for God's sakes. Oh my god. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, fucking Christ. Oh man. I could swipe it. No, I'm not gonna swipe his face. If I lose the game, it will be entirely because of that. So now we're talking. Let's see. 1 in 32. There's a 1 in 32 odds that what has happened, was going to happen. I've beaten 1 in 32 odds to be here. So this sucks. These guys should have been dead, but instead they weren't, so I couldn't play my 5-drop. I could have played it, but then the golem could have killed off the 2/2. Maybe having the 4/4 out would have been worth it. But I just wanted that board to be cleared. Do I play the wild growth here? I think the wild growth would be pretty much wasted. So let's save that for turn 10, where I can play this and then get 3 cards. Alright, so he hasn't been playing very much stuff lately. He's played pretty much nothing good. And that continues. He plays a couple of 3-drops, which isn't that great. So that's good. It's buying me some time, buying me some opportunities. We got the mech bearcat here. I could try to get some spare parts. Or I could just play this. The problem with playing this is I don't have anything to do with shapeshift, really. I could play this for charge and just kill that off. Is that worth it? Alright, I'm going to try this. We'll see if it works. I could run in and hope that this coin flip triggers, but then it could hit that and just die, so it's pretty pointless. We'll pass the turn there. I might have messed up. I maybe should have let him keep his stuff last turn and just played this. Well, we'll see what happens. So is he going to throw his Blade Master at my Druid? Looks like. And then he's going to do the bear into the Ogre Brute, I would imagine. It doesn't die to Shapeshift. It will die to Swipe and Shapeshift. Ah. I could Swipe, Shapeshift, clear his board. That seems a bit aggressive. Alright. We'll play the Merrick Bearcat, which would trade with both of these. This is interesting because it can actually kill one and kill them both and live to tell about it, unlike the 6-drop here. So I'm actually going to do this Shapeshift and not use the Shapeshift for any attacks. I think I'm actually in pretty good shape here because Swipe will kill this and then I can Shapeshift to finish off this if he clears off my board with other means. And then on turn 10 I've got this combo for 3 cards coming up. So as long as I'm doing okay, I'll be fine on turn 10. I've got the removal for anything huge he might play. And then I've got this guy, which is huge, kind of like a reverse Boulder Fist Ogre with an extra ability. And then I'm threatening to clear his board right now with a creature left over. He's already used a Consecration, so I feel like I'm okay. Alright, Sen'jin's not a big deal. I can swipe that and shapeshift it, if needed. Enhance a Mechano, that's scary. Okay, so I'm hoping no Divine Shields. This got a Divine Shield, which is annoying, but the important thing is that these guys didn't get Divine Shields. I think I'm still okay. He's going to hit me twice, so he's trying to burn me out. Interesting. Let's think about our options here. So what I could do is just recycle this Divine Shield thing, and then use the Squire to kill that, and then the Knight to kill that. I have 3 mana left, which sucks, because I can't do anything with 3 mana. I can just shapeshift, and it doesn't kill that thing. So that's one option. Another option is I could swipe this, pop the shield, take these down to 1. This getting the shield is really annoying. If it had been Wind Fury or Taunt, it would have been no big deal, because I could have just swiped this guy. And then this would have dropped to 4 health and my Knight could have killed it. Now I have to attack it with something else as well. Losing the Recycle. What's worse, losing the Recycle or losing Swipe? I guess if he plays something big and I don't have this, I'm in more trouble than if he plays little stuff and I don't have that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and swipe. As much as I hate this. Now we're going to do this. This. And that. And pass the turn. So there's risk here because he gets to hit me for 6 now. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Because this getting to hit me for 6 is a problem, especially if he can buff this, then I just lose right now. I shouldn't have opened myself up to just losing. Crap. That was stupid. I should have definitely recycled that Sen'jin so I could have killed this Fairy Dragon. Okay, well, what happens next? He's going to give that taunt, which is very clever, so that this thing can be unmolested. And then he's just going to try to burn me out. Oh, fuck. I should have used Recycle. He does not have anything at all of significance. Alright, so let's do Senjin. And we're going to have to also do this Cub. The Cub, I think, actually needs the +1 attack here. We're going to Shapeshift to kill off this, and then I've got to kill off the Wind Fury. Just in case he can clear these guys off. And I'm going to hold on to that for if I can play with the Gadgetzan Auctioneer. So, if I can heal up a little enough with Shapeshift to get out of danger zone, and then get all these cards, I'll win. But, if he can burn me out, obviously I'm going to lose then. This is a really bizarre choice. Why not just use the Crocolisk for that? I don't really get that choice. Okay, it gets a 4-1, which is a little scary because this hits hard and I can't afford to Shapeshift into it. Yeti's scary as well. And an Acolyte, which will give him some cards. Alright, he's just going to try to burn me out here. Crap. I should have used Recycle, because now I don't need this Recycle, and... Fuck. Yep. I should just screw this up. I actually could have won this game. So if I play these two things, I end up with only 2 mana, which isn't enough. So I have to recycle the Yeti, which sucks. And then I'll play this and Shapeshift. The right move, much as I hate to admit it, is that. Because I gotta take off the damage that could kill off my Senjin. So then we kill that off as well. And the Senjin holds strong against these two things. So if he gets any sort of damage, obviously I lose. But if he gets a dud card here, I can be okay. He gets a Yeti, which is scary, because that will kill me if he can get past the Senjin. And of course now he throws the Acolyte in and gets an... Oh, he chooses to not use the Acolyte. I think that was probably a mistake. I think he should have used the Acolyte there. Okay, so here, what do we have to do? Oh man, I could do the cards thing, but I need the bigger body on the table. So we're going to do this, Shapeshift. I'm going to actually play it like this. I'm going to 2-for-1 just to kill the Yeti myself. That way, if he gets like a taunt or removal or something, he doesn't just win by hitting me in the face with the Yeti. Here he needs 2 damage to kill me, so True Silver would do it. Pretty much anything would do it. I'm on death's door here. It kind of sucks. I'd love to get a rusty horn off of this guy so that I can give him taunt. Alright. So I catch a little bit of a break. Now is the time to do this combo, which I might have waited for too long for. Hey, Moonfire! Really, really, really handy, I gotta say. But always draw cards first. Let's get our excess mana before making any further judgments. So there's all of our cards. Frost Elemental could be handy. So we're going to Moonfire the Recruit and get a card. Claw is interesting. So that just gives me a card and 2 health, which could help out. Let me first, though, see what spare part I get from this Bearcat. So Rusty Horn would make a big difference. Ah, +1 health. Bummer. Well, let's do this, I guess. And I'm going to play Claw as well. So, 4 health is really annoying because True Silver kills me, so does Arcane Golem and Argent Commander or Hammer of Wrath plus anything else. But if I can go one more turn, shape it up to 5 health, then I'll be okay. So I really should have recycled that Senjin with Divine Shield when I had the chance. I really shouldn't have made this so difficult for myself. Okay, looks like he, unless he's being very bad-mannered, doesn't actually have the kill here. Yeah, he's just playing out a bunch of crap. Which is the perfectly right thing for him to do, because I don't actually have any taunt here or removal apart from a freeze. Okay, can I win? Let's check for that. We can do, what is this, 7, 11, 15, oh my god, 16, 17 damage? 15... 16, 17, 18 damage. That's the win, right? 7, 11, plus 4 is 15, 16, 7. Actually, this thing can do... Yeah, this is the win. So we hit, And then I don't even need the shapeshift. I just insert the charged creature right next to the wolf, and then that's the win. Wow! Alright, so that was a misplayed game. I should have used Recycle on his taunted, Divine Shielded 3/5. But apart from that misplay, I was really unlucky with the Ogre. And I was, yeah, I made that misplay. But then he didn't play correctly, or I got lucky, and then I won. So I think it all kind of balanced out there, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, that was a good game, so thanks for watching. This is 45 minutes on the nose. Take care, everybody. I'll see you again soon. Please like and or subscribe. Goodbye.